Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Coach Wackett. We're trying to give you a little heads up on the fourth installment for our next challenge video. This one's going to involve you doing some distance running and some pickups along the way, finding some mystery streets in Watertown. I'm located on a street that I've mentioned to my distance runners many times. Brian Frank will definitely know what street I'm on. It's famous to him. This street is about 1/4 mile long, so it's a perfect street for you to do a good pickup on. And I'll give you the parameters on how fast I want you to do that in a later section of the video. As you can see, I'm located on the end of Mary Street. You can't see the other part of the sign which tells you what street that you're on, so that's part of the mystery. I've given you a clue. You can see the background around you and the length of the street. I measured it with Garmin. It came out to just a little over 0.25. It didn't quite get to 0.26 though. So this is going to be a good street to do a nice pickup on. This first mystery street that we are at is going to be what's called the Alpha Street because it's in the Alpha quadrant of the city. Alright, we're in the Beta quadrant of the city now, so we're going to call this our Beta Street. This street is located along Oakwood Lane, but I won't tell you the name of this street, of course. We're going to measure it out. It's going to be about 1/4 mile again, so starting from this end of the street, you can see how it runs along behind me. You're going to run down to the end where you see a green porta-john next to a construction site. As I said, we're on the corner of Oakwood Lane. Just to give you some background area for clues. You can see that you might be coming from this direction. And you can see down that street. And here's where you're running down. And here is the appropriate ending point for the Beta Street. All right, we've made our way into the Gamma quadrant of the city now. We're at our 3rd street, and this one ends up measuring out to 0.20, and if you know your distances on that, that's 320 meters. As you can see, we're on the end of Katy Street. You can look down the length of the street. And just a little bit of background. We're on the dead end of a street here. Katy ends down here. All right, now we're lost in the Delta quadrant. We're on our last street, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get down this street. As you can see, we're on the end of James Street, and as you get a little bit of bearing looking around, this street we measured out with the Garmin as 0.30, so it's about 480 meters. So the challenge of this workout is not only the 4 streets that you're gonna have to find, and you're going to run them at a pretty fast rate, but it's also about getting from point to point, and there's going to be an accumulation of distance as well. Now I realize for some of you, to be able to get around to all 4 quadrants and find all 4 streets is going to be a massive amount of mileage. So you might want to start with a smaller challenge if you're on the lower end of our scale of distance. So you might want to pick the one that is in your quadrant. And what you could do is you could run that very same one 4 times. And that's how you can get in the 4 intervals.
I think this is it. Wackett said this was like 0.30, like 480 meters. Said we could recover for about a minute. Sharp, aren't they?
They are pretty fun.
Woo!
Coach Wackett show you where to find those?
Yeah, he did. extensive tempo. Somewhere between mile and 2 mile pace, I think.
Yep.
All right.
Got it.
All right. Ready. Go. Oh, that's fast. You're fast, Red Runner. Okay. I think we're here. Looks like the Gamma Quadrant.
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll take about a minute. Those winds must be like 60 miles an hour today. Woo. How does this feel? All right, this one's like 0.20, I think Coach Wackett said. 320 meters. We might even be able to go a little quicker on this one. All right. You ready? Yeah. Go. Oh. I think that's 2 of them. What quadrant do we need to get to next? I think the first one, for a while there, we were lost in the Delta Quadrant,
Oh,
but we found it.
That's probably why I saw some boards.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think is the Beta Quadrant.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get moving. All right, good. Oh.
Look at that one hard on it.
Yeah, this looks like the Beta Man.
Put all your data
Take our recovery. Oh man. Why does Coach Wackett do this stuff?
He's a cool guy.
I don't think it's cool.
Well, then you're not cool.
I think it's something else.
Yes, anyways,
Alright. That's all right?
crazy. Yeah.
Alright. Now I'm at the other end of this thing, wherever it goes.
It's never ending.
But I know we start here. That's what he said in the video. Well, I tell you, I could really go for some hammer D right now. When I'm done with this, I'd really like a Twix.
Little vitamin water.
That too. Ready? Go! We should keep walking forward. we still haven't found the elusive street. Okay, let's get on our way. Do you know where Wakoka Street is? Right? I mean, but he was down on the other end. I think this is right. I'm not sure. Okay. Take a little walk here. All right, you ready for the last one? Red Runner! Ready! Oh. Set! And begin. We did it.
Street challenge completed.
All right, so we're done with the challenge. It's always good to have something to drink from one of your sponsors when you're done. Hang on a second. Oh, did you earn a Twix for completing the challenge?
Oh yes, my
Oh,
badge.
another one of our sponsors. And not the least of which, vitamin water. Woo!